Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and you are watching Studio Fix, the series where I tackle teeny tiny apartments under 500 square feet and show you how to make them beautiful, stylish, and organized.
You got a makeover to do, so wow, that looks stunning.
Oh my God.
Let's get started. In today's episode, we are helping Bonnie make over her condo. This is probably the most unique shaped condo I have ever seen, let alone made over. It's gonna be a real challenge, but I bet there are so many of you guys living in odd shaped small spaces just like Bonnie's, so I hope you enjoy this makeover. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming makeovers. We have tons more studio fixes, tons more like everything makeovers coming at you. So when I saw Bonnie's space, I knew we had to take this makeover on. I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, a little apprehensive, because the condo is kind of shaped like a triangle. So you walk in, there's, your average like square box of a condo, and then it goes into this slanted wall, which meets this other wall, and there's a balcony, which is also this shaped. It's like a triangle. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, how are we gonna do this? But we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be great. The first thing I'm gonna do is hop on a call with Bonnie to chat through what's working for her, what's not working for her, just to get a sense, like I always do, of what's needed before I start planning. How are you?
Oh my God, it's so cool because I was watched you on YouTube and my friends were like, oh my God, you're meeting a celebrity.
No, definitely not, but thank you. I'm really excited about your apartment.
Yes, thank you so much.
This call is really just to get a sense of what you're looking for and how it's working, how it's not working. Just, kind of tell me everything.
So I moved in probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still fairly new and it's been good so far, but I do notice that there is a lack of sunlight.
Got it.
So I'm hoping to explore other options to make the space brighter. There's a lot of wall space and I do have an awkward wall.
I noticed the wall right away and I was like, I've never seen a condo like this before.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to tackle it because it's going to be a challenge, but I also really love the desk setup you have. Your ladder desk, is that working for you in this space?
So far, so good. I do need a monitor and then a laptop for work.
Got it.
But now I'm too scared to put anything onto my right side of the desk because I'll block the sun from coming in.
That makes a lot of sense. So I'm assuming you work from home.
Right now, it's working from home until further notice.
Got it. What would you say is not working for you other than the lighting?
I think just a dedicated space for if I have friends and family over. I don't expect to host a big party. So far, no one has really came to visit me.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks, but I know they're excited to come check out the space.
So more of a designated living area with some more seating. Do you have storage under your bed currently?
Right now, I have the underbed IKEA containers.
Yeah.
So I have 2 of those. And then I also have upon the entryway, there is a closet with the mirror. So right now I'm just putting my jackets, some shoes.
You only have one closet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely been there. It forces you to be like, I don't need 18 jackets, I just need one. Thanks for jumping on this call.
I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
So one thing that's really clear is that the layout that Bonnie currently has just isn't working. Her bed is floating in the middle of the space. Her desk is right beside her bed against that kind of angled wall. She has a tiny love seat, a rug that is too small, and there's just no division in this space. But I get it. When you move into a space, not only is it overwhelming to try and get all the pieces of furniture you need, add in, a challenging layout, it takes a while to get right, which is where me and my team come in. So for this space, I'm planning to really use furniture that is going to help divide each section, each kind of room, if you will, in the open space. So let's take a look at Bonnie's inspo. Bonnie's inspo is definitely leaning very boho. Lots of texture, lots of pops of color, just very like warm and inviting. And although we are working with a small space, I want to try and bring in as much color, pattern, and texture and furniture really as possible to make the space feel full and cozy, but not overcrowded. We've got like a big makeover on our hands here. There's a lot of things you have to consider when you're working with a small space, but we're gonna make it work. So I am thinking we will do a really fun rug, something with pattern or maybe a lot of texture, one or the other. A green sofa. I don't think we've ever used this kind of green sofa. We've used a lot of green velvet, but this dark green sofa to add, again, more color. In the bedroom area, I'm planning to keep her existing bed, but add a really fun bedspread. Again, something with color. I want this space to feel bright. It's quite dark, so leaning into like bright colors and just fun patterns to make it feel lively in there. I also plan to change all of the overhead lights. This is such a game changer in any rental, but especially when you live in a small space. I really want to swag a pendant over Bonnie's bed, again, to kind of help with that division of space. Then I'm going to enlist Graham to do a room divider, something simple and minimal that still lets all that light through from her balcony, but acts as a visual divide. So I don't want this divider to act like, a second wall. I want it to still keep everything flowing and moving, but this is the bedroom, we're gonna separate it here. I really want to bring in lots of mirrors to this space, extra storage, tons of art. Bonnie just seemed like so joyful and happy, and I really want her space to reflect that as well. We are keeping Bonnie's existing desk. I love how it makes use of wall space, so we can kind of make it feel like a built-in unit, maybe in the living room section. So we're keeping her bed and her desk, and everything else is gonna be brand new. Okay, day one, prep day, let's do it. Hi guys, it is prep day. We are here at Bonnie's. It is so dark outside here in Toronto. It's like gray, gloomy. The light in here is like not the greatest today. Gonna have to go with it. But I wanted to show you what the space looks like now. There's tons of boxes here, so just try and ignore those. So you walk through the door. There's the bathroom. This is the studio. So there's closet space there. This is Bonnie's kitchen. This is her office space. And then as you guys saw in the photos, this is where her bed is. So right now she has it facing the door, but we are reconfiguring this whole layout. And then you walk out here and there's a really lovely little patio. It's actually a really great size. Look at that view. I've been in a lot of studio apartments and I would say this one has the most interesting shape and like layout to it because it goes into like a point. So we are gonna move the desk over here. We're gonna create a living room in this space, and then I'm gonna turn her bed against this wall, do a little privacy screen here. I just think the bed is gonna work so much better in that little nook to like really maximize the odd shape of it. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is just like try and move some furniture out of the way, maybe get the bed against the wall, and then just start unboxing stuff. Guys, Bonnie's so cute. She left us a little basket of treats. Like, how adorable is this?
So nice. Thank you, Bonnie.
Oh my God.
Just watch.
I mean, does it? I'm glad.
We get treated very well.
We get treated very nicely.
It's so nice. We appreciate it. You guys don't have to do that. We
Yeah.
really like it though.
We really love, we love the snacks. Anyways, for real, let's start this makeover. So I have a layout in my mind. Alana and I did discuss that we might have to like rejig things. I'm feeling a little bit nervous now because I'm like, I really hope it works. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the idea of putting the bed here is to really kind of lean into this point and make it feel intentional rather than like super random. She has one entryway closet, one laundry closet, but I want to give her a dresser. So the bed here will allow for a dresser to be here, a mirror, we're gonna do a nice light. Oh, and we have a DIY room divider that Graham made so that she's not sleeping like, well, she is sleeping beside her kitchen sink, but so it doesn't feel like she's right beside her kitchen sink. I love that her bed now looks out into this beautiful view. Before she was just like looking at her weird angled walls, and now she gets to look out at all the trees. Her little office fits so well here. It's tucked into this little alcove. And then we're gonna unbox the sofa next. I love article sofas. I think I say this in every single video, but hear me out. I love how we could be making over, the studio and find a gorgeous velvet sectional, but we can also be working in a teeny tiny studio apartment and find the perfect sofa that is still really comfy and stylish. This sofa, I feel like, is perfect for Bonnie's space. It fits really comfortably in what is going to be the living room. And can we talk about this gorgeous green color? So good. So next we are painting a bit of an accent wall in the living room. If you are kind of nervous about painting a whole wall a solid color, or maybe like Bonnie, you live in a very open space and don't want to paint like a wall that's like 16 feet long. 16 feet? Maybe like 100 feet long. I don't know my feets here.
A lot of boring math later.
Maybe you just don't want to paint the whole one side of your apartment, is what I'm getting at. Pick a section of the wall, mask it off with tape, use the white paint tape hack, and just do a crisp mini accent wall. I find that paint is such a great way, actually the most inexpensive and easiest way to visually divide a space, especially when it's an open studio apartment like Bonnie's. You could also experiment with shapes or even patterns, but today we're just going for like a solid mini accent. Graham pulled out the laser level, and I've decided we're gonna go 7 inches out from either side of the sofa. That's kind of where the bed starts, so it'll just confine everything to this little living space. I didn't want it to come out too far because I really wanted to keep the living room very confined. We are working with tiny, tiny space here, so everything really has to have a designated spot. So we're using the laser level, we're getting those crisp lines up on the wall, and we are using painter's tape to create that crisp line.
You got gloves. And they're latex free, so they don't stink.
When I paint and there's like paint all over my hands, I'm like, oh, so this is great. You guys see the color? Oh, so pretty. It's kind of in the same genre as the color we used in Alexandra's, but it's softer, I would say. It's not as like purple, it's called Hint of Violet.
Editor's note, Alexandra started painting without me filming.
When you're picking out a paint color, it's all about the undertones. So this lilac has gray undertones, making it really warm and inviting. Alexandra's closet doors were painted a similar lilac, but this is perfect for Bonnie's space, and I love how it adds color, but also coziness at the same time. We're doing 2 coats of paint on this wall and letting it dry. Next, we are mounting the TV on that painted wall, just directly in the center of that mini accent wall.
What?
I try so hard.
I really do.
Did I f it up?
Oh. That was a lying no. We are using a swivel mount, so Bonnie is able to swivel the television to face her bed or her sofa, wherever she is in the apartment. Swivel mounts are great for tiny studios, especially if your TV can't fit on the wall that makes the most sense, like right in front of your sofa. Just an easy way to be able to pivot your television wherever you need it to point. A little BTS moment. This is what shooting a studio fix is usually like. I'm painting in an entryway. So I enlisted Graham to make a really cool DIY table that I will reveal tomorrow. It has cool legs, and I'm painting them the same color we just painted the accent wall. In the entryway, beside the bathroom, surrounded by stuff. Okay guys, it's 2:12. We are already done our prep day, which is wild. I'm not gonna show you anything because you're gonna see it tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for reveal day. Bye. Hi guys, it's day 2. We were just talking about how we're all wearing the exact same thing today, except Alana, who went for more of like a dark and moody look, even though this apartment makeover was not dark and moody. So just wanted to recap, we got so much done yesterday. I feel like when people move into rentals, they think that they have to just stick with the fixtures that come with it. But we found some really cool boob lights
I'm like shocked that we went for a boob light, but there are so many beautiful flush mats you can get, also beautiful track lighting. We'll link these two down below. Graham hung this gorgeous pendant above her bed. I feel like this makes the ceilings look so much taller. I am gonna swag it a little bit and hang it a tiny bit lower so it's in the center of her bed. But again, like this just defines the space even more. It says like this is the bedroom area and gives her more light because that is lacking in this space. Okay, so let's swag a light. Why is there a carabiner on this light?
Just to hang it.
Did you put this here?
Yeah.
Graham loves a carabiner.
He loves it. Whenever I see carabiners in hardware stores, I think of Graham. Okay, so we are going to trim this cord a little bit because there's a lot of cord. But the idea is we want it to just swag like this nicely.
Wow, you look like...
Like I really know what I'm doing. Newsflash. Okay, we're gonna open this little guy. Unlinked some chain.
Are you keeping the carabiner on?
Graham wishes.
Hey guys, it's Graham here. Just want to talk to you about carabiners. Not all of them are meant for climbing.
I would say one of the biggest mistakes renters make is thinking that they have to keep the existing light fixtures that come with the apartment. Usually they are ugly.
I don't want to look ugly.
They're the cheapest ones found at the hardware store. Lighting is also really easy to bring with you apartment to apartment. I brought all the lighting I changed out from the treehouse. I kept the existing fixtures in storage and just had someone come in, took them an hour to change out all the fixtures, and then I just took my lights with me. Easy. Graham, this line though is like crispy. So now it's time for the gallery wall. All the prints I am using for this wall are downloadable and printable art pieces. If you guys didn't know, I actually have downloadable art available on my website that I designed in collaboration with Toronto artists. So all you have to do is purchase, they're $11 USD, download, print, frame them, and hang them on your wall. So you're supporting local artists and also getting one-of-a-kind exclusive pieces. It's just like such a great way to build a gallery wall on a budget. Way, way less expensive than getting all new framed prints. This is such a large print. It was like $5 to download. We got it printed at Walmart, really inexpensive, put it in a really inexpensive IKEA frame, and now you have this massive piece of art for a fraction of the cost. Another tip is to mix in 3D pieces onto your gallery wall. It helps give it a bit of depth, doesn't make it feel super flat, especially if you're going for like a more boho or eclectic style. It just adds like a little interest to your wall. I'm going in with nail polish to paint over these screws so it looks all nice and even. Loving how this wall is turning out. Bonnie has her modem out in the open here, and we are also gonna be plugging in the television. So I'm taking this stool. This is a great hack if you have modems out in the open. Just place them in a basket or place something like this on top of them, but you wanna make sure that there's lots of airflow. Like this is the perfect stool to place on top of the modem because it gets really hot, so you need the air to flow. I obviously need to plug in the television, and I'm gonna be using these cord covers. I really love these cord covers because they just have like a sticky back. You just peel off the backing and they're just like really easy to use and install, and they're easy to cut, so you can make them a custom size. To make this like extra professional looking, I am going to paint the cord covers the same color as the wall, and it's gonna look like it was always here, a part of the wall. The next thing I'm doing is rolling out this gorgeous rug from HomeSense. It has these arches in it. It's not the patterned one that I had put in the mood board, but I still think it works. And I love all the texture and warmth it brings. You wanna make sure that the front of your sofa legs are sitting on top of your rug. You'll notice that this rug is like the perfect size. And if the rug had been any smaller in an open studio apartment like this, you would just be able to tell. So always go for a bit of a bigger rug than you think you'll need. So if any of you watched Scott's Studio Fix episode, you will remember that we included this really cool coffee table that I found online, and the legs folded inwards and he was able to just like put it under his media console. I still think about that coffee table to this day because it was just like so functional but like stylish at the same time. So I enlisted Graham to DIY one of our own, and I'm really inspired lately by all these like wavy shapes. he was able to DIY the folding legs, which is so cool. So we're gonna put it together, and when Bonnie has people over, or if she just needs extra space to do like activities, she can fold it down and put it under her sofa. Brilliant. Okay, so to make this coffee table, Graham took a piece of hobby board, free-handed this wavy shape. I had sent him an inspo photo, so he kind of got the gist. And then he cut the shape out with a jigsaw, sanded everything down, rounded the edges to really give it this like round, irregular shape. And then for the legs, Graham made these out of plywood, and then gave it one coat of stain and polyurethane mix, which is basically like a stain and sealant in one. And we are attaching them to the coffee table with door hinges and some chain. The cool thing about this table is that it's really light, so that Bonnie can just lift it up, fold the legs down, and tuck it under her sofa. As you saw yesterday, I painted the legs the same purple color to match the wall. It's like a nice nod to the wall, so everything ties in really nicely together. Oh my gosh. I always say this in Studio Fix episodes, but having furniture that does more than one thing, dual pieces of furniture, is so key. So whether that's an ottoman that has storage in it, or a coffee table that folds down and can be tucked under your sofa, just gives you more flexibility in your small space. The living room is almost done, and so far we've used paint to divide the living room space from the bedroom space, but I'm gonna take it a step further and add a room divider right beside Bonnie's bed. I always see room dividers when I go home decor shopping, but I find that they're kind of clunky, and even though they look pretty, it's like another thing that you're adding to your space. So I wanted to do something a little bit more sleek, a little bit more modern, and have it actually floating from the ceiling all the way to the floor. So I enlisted Graham to DIY something really sleek, really modern. I feel like you'd find this in a hotel, a really modern, cool Airbnb. I think it's just gonna help Bonnie not feel like she's, sleeping right beside the sink, even though she is. That's the reality of living in a studio, You're sleeping in your kitchen and your living room and your office, but we're gonna try and divide it just a little. So the first thing Graham did was he took 2 hobby boards and he cut them into strips that were 5/8 wide. Next, he cut 4-inch spacers to equally space the strips of wood apart. This is key. You want everything to be perfectly spaced. Then Graham glued everything together, used a nail gun to make it extra secure, and then sanded the whole piece down. Finally, he conditioned it and then stained it. We went for English chestnut, a fave stain of mine. Okay, so this is the room divider. I think it's absolutely stunning. We perhaps could have extended it longer and made it a full privacy panel. In order to have extended it around the bulkhead, we would have had to make this piece super custom, and I really wanted to make this just approachable for you guys to show you that it's like really simple to build a DIY custom room divider. So this way the light pours in, hits this wall, bounces it. It gives her a ton more space to put a side table, a light, whatever she needs. The point of, a room divider like this is not to build a wall. We're not like building a bedroom for Bonnie. We are really just creating like the illusion of a visual divide. And this is such a great template for you to carry into your space. If you want to put it, right beside your bed or even at the end of your bed, the possibilities are really endless and you can tailor it to your space and your needs. Okay, so Graham is doing a few preliminary installation things for the room divider. I'm gonna work on making the bed. In a lot of the bedroom makeovers or Studio Fix makeovers, we use flax foam bedding, and it's just beautiful. And their colors are stunning. They actually just released a bunch of new colors on their website, like bright poppy colors like this. I grabbed a bigger size than Bonnie's current comforter. I want this to possibly hang a bit low or have excess fabric to tuck into the sides, make it look as hotel worthy as possible. So to install this piece, Graham drilled 2 holes in the ceiling. He also drilled 2 screws into the top of the room divider. And then all we're doing is literally placing the screws into the holes in the ceiling, and this room divider is super secure. He measured it perfectly so that it's butting right up against the floor, and you can shake it a little bit, but there's no way this is coming out of the ceiling or falling over. Another thing you could do is put cup hooks on the top of the room divider and then cup hooks in the ceiling and just kind of latch it. You could have it hanging a bit. I really feel like you can install this any way you want to. Looks incredible. It looks so good. Wow. I think it's so wild how we just moved one piece of furniture and now we suddenly have what feels like so much room. We've added a sofa, we've added a room divider, I'm gonna be adding a dresser. Bonnie has been keeping all her clothes under her bed, which is great. We love under bed storage, but now she gets even more clothes storage. And this is gonna act as a bedside table too. I am obsessed how this perfectly matches with the room divider and the desk Bonnie already had. It's like we thought about it or something, you know? Next, I'm placing this mirror from Mirror Home Decor Art. This is an Etsy shop that I love. They have lots of organic shaped mirrors, lots of like funky mirrors, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Mirrors in a small space are just great for making the space feel brighter, more open. We're placing this right beside the window to get that natural light pouring through as much as possible, and it makes such a good decor moment as well. Next, I'm hanging this beautiful art print above the bed. It has all the colors from the makeover in it. And this is a good tip. If you are stuck on what kind of art to buy for your space, take a look around you, the decor you have, your bedding, wall colors, anything that has color in it. Bring that in through your art pieces. You won't be disappointed. This piece truly just like pulls everything together. It's like we're like really good at our jobs or something. Now I'm just stepping out to the balcony to build this beautiful desk chair from Article. This is a new one. It looks gorge. I'm doing some quick cord management at the back of Bonnie's desk. She has this power bar. I'm just using command Velcro strips and I'm gonna attach it to the back of her desk so she can still access it, but it's nice and tucked away. These cables are really heavy and so is the power bar. So we're just using zip ties. You can get these at like any dollar store or hardware store. And we're attaching all of the wires to the frame of the desk. That's sleek. Also, look, I can finally do this for real. Big one. I am adding a full-length mirror beside the laundry room. This had to be a bit off-center, low profile, because I still wanted that laundry door to open. But again, bringing in a mirror to make the space feel bigger than it actually is. Okay, that is on. Just checking. Wow, that looks stunning.
There she is.
It's nap time. Look how cute. I know. Now it's time for all those finishing touches. I'm adding a stack of books on Bonnie's new dresser, lighting a candle for ambiance, placing a few plants around her apartment. I'm adding a catch-all beside her bed for jewelry, an alarm clock, tons of throw cushions on the sofa to make it feel extra cozy. I'm going to the YouTube channel Vintage Art TV, which has such cool pieces of art for your television. So it just plays like an art piece for hours. So it looks like the Frame TV. And then of course, some flowers on the table to pull it all together. This space looks unrecognizable. I'm so excited to show Bonnie her space. Let's bring her in. Okay, Bonnie, can you walk me through what your space looked like before?
Didn't really have much. Needed a bit of color.
Super awkward layout. Your bed was like in the middle of the room, basically.
Yes.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Are you crying?
Wow, it's so pretty. Oh my God. I'm gonna touch everything.
Go look at your bedroom.
Wow. Oh my God, so cozy. I love the separation like that
Yeah.
it makes from the kitchen and
Totally.
oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you and your
You're
team.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss next weekend's video. I am making over Serena and Joe's. Yes, that is the Bachelor in Paradise couple that you know and love. I'm doing a makeover in their New York condo. Hit that subscribe button so you get notified when it goes live next Saturday, 11 a.m. See you guys next week. Bye.
While you're waiting on, she looks good.
No, I can't. Like, guys, look. It's so fluffy.
Look at her, she's perfect.
She's really sweet when she sleeps. She's like a little lamb.